So, is all magic complicated? Now, to answer that question, it kind of depends on what you want to do with it or how long you have been practicing it. It really depends on how complex you want your particular outcome to be. But a lot of magic can be done quickly because it's about raising the energy, raising the emotional state, and declaring your intention, and then sending that off to the universe. And one of the ways that I've found to do magic really quick and kind of easy is through my handy sigil magic method, which is explained in the handy sigil magic and then magical movement. And you can find the books, my books, on Amazon. You can find the link down there. But anyway, what I'm talking about is magic doesn't always have to have big, drawn out rituals like what you see in the Necronomicon, or working with the 72 demons of the Goetia, or any like the Golden Dawn ish kind of stuff. Now that is all well and good, and what that does is it gets you into that emotional and mental state by taking you out of the norm, by making this giant theatric thing which generates psychodrama, takes you out of the normal mundane stuff, and gets you into that mode where you are more open and more receptive because you are heightened. Now, the best book for this kind of stuff, if you want to like read something about it, not only is Handy Sigil Magic, my book, great for that, same thing with Magical Movement, but Instant Magic by Christopher Penkzak is also fabulous for this stuff. So if you want to create things really quick, which the easiest things to do would be, a change in an emotional state or trying to sway an event in your favor. What you can do, and a lot of these things are, they're instant in a way and they're not instant in another way, because you kind of build up the idea of a particular outcome over time, changing your emotional state, getting, changing the way that you feel, programming these things through what is known as triggers, right? Which can be sigils, certain mudras, mantras, finger movements, things like that, where you program them in a quiet, meditative, receptive setting, such as, sitting around in front of a candle or something. And then after you've practiced them, because practice makes proficient, nothing's really perfect, so that's why I put proficient. You then use that thing that you have programmed by doing it repeatedly in a time when you need it. So, for example, if you suck at public speaking or whatever, but you're going to have to, for whatever reason, if it's like, a job interview or like something at your job, or even like a presentation in like an academic setting or whatever, you can work on a nice quick, you can create a sigil with a mantra based on the with a power word based on, your outcome of, I will effectively deliver this presentation. You break it down into the word, you make a sigil out of it, and then you visualize yourself doing the right thing, and the thing that you want with the sigil that you made, gazing at that sigil. And then what you can do is, you can even, like, through my handy sigil magic method, you can trace that sigil when you're about to go on stage, for what the public speaking thing that I'm talking about. So that is one example. There's quick visualizations that you can do too, like to feel more protected or something. You can visualize a barrier around you, and the energy follows intention. And the main idea is to change your mind, to change your state, to change the energy around you, to influence an outcome. Now, I would like to think that, small little changes and stuff can be done in this way, especially if they are programmed over and over, repetitively through time. But if you want to make big changes in your life, or sudden changes, create, kick somebody out or make a total life change or whatever, you're going to have to do these big, complex kind of ritual things. Other people may argue with me on that, but I really think that it kind of boils down to your proficiency in magic. So, the more seasoned you are, the quicker you can do things, but and depending on, you know, how big or small it is, but there are things that you can do rather quick and rather small. Like I said, Penkzak's book is great for that, instant magic. So is Handy Sigil Magic or Magical Movement. Those are my two books on this kind of quick magic thing. Now, of course, and I may be restating this, but depending on how complex your outcome is or what you really want to do, you can't really do some things in Magic instantaneously. Like evocations, they generally can't be done instantaneously. Depends on like how the relationship that you have with that spirit or the proficiency that you have with that skill. So I'm kind of throwing in a little disclaimer here that no, not all magic can be instantaneous, and not all magic requires complex, well written out, you know, theatrical ideas and the big pomp and circumstance ritual stuff. So I hope that I did convey that in the way that I was explaining this stuff. But you guys, as always, can let me know what you think about this down in the comments, or shooting me an email, or interacting with me over on my Patreon. So you can check out any of my other videos that you can find on my channel. You can check out the links down below in the description. Or, you know, just leave me a comment and let me know what you think about this, because this is a rather quick thing that I'm trying to put together, and I might, you know, add to this on another video if we kind of generate something back and forth, or if I can think of something else to add. I have been under the weather lately quite a bit, and I'm just kind of now coming out of it. So, you know, let me know what you think about this. Good hunting. Thanks for watching my video. So if you want to check out my playlists, I have, among others, the Simon Necronomicon, the Tree of Life, General Magic, Tulpamancy, a playlist on my books, the elements, stones, the theories that govern magic, and the gods and goddesses of Mesopotamia. If you want to check out my books on Amazon, I have Creating Consciousness, Magical Mechanics, Magical Theater, Handy Sigil Magic, Magical Movement, which is an update and expansion upon Handy Sigil Magic, Magical Mastery, which is a combination masterwork of Magical Theater and Magical Mechanics, and The Guide to the Spheres and Beyond. You can also find me on Facebook at Magickology YT. You can email me at priestofthenecro@gmail.com, and you can even check out my Instagram, which is Magickology. And good hunting.